Each day opens a new door. Just say the word and we'll go off to explore, to see what life has in store.
And here he is. Now this is a big deal. This is Brian Giovanni. He has never been seen before without the ninja mask. So here he is.
Mystery ruined. Sorry.
Brian here plays ninja, and as we talked about last week, wearing many hats, Brian also did the original theme song, and does the music for the show. The first question we should talk about is how you got involved with Robot Ninja and Gay Guy. Let's talk about it from an actor standpoint first.
I believe you had approached me once after an Acme show, since we both are heavily involved in that. Just seeing a particular performance, a deeper character voice that I just kind of did spontaneously.
I'd actually like to tell the story,
sure,
if it's okay, because originally we had thought maybe Rob was going to do ninja, because Rob has martial arts experience.
I do not.
And then we realized that ninja didn't actually need to be a martial artist. We weren't actually going to be showing him doing much martial arts. And it was while I was watching an improv show of Brian's, the scene was set up that that a bandit was coming to rob this woman who was in the cast, who was the main character. And so Brian comes out with an eye patch on and is like skulking through the shadows of the stage, and finally surprises the woman and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, do you have the time? Excuse me, do you have it?" in this like sweet Brian voice. And then she's like, and of course the actress was surprised by it, and she's like, oh yes, I guess it's 8:30. And Brian goes, "Now give me all your stuff." And in this deep voice, and I was like, oh my god, that's Ninja's voice right there, watching the show. And so in
that moment of randomness and spontaneity, the decision was made.
And Brian is an excellent improviser, and one of the great things about Ninja and the show in general is a lot of the moments that we come up with are improvised in the moment, you know, some of the great things that Brian says. And then also Brian does the original song. He made the theme song. And that was actually a good story there, because I remember I had something completely different in mind.
That's true. I think when you were first tossing on the idea, you would talk with Eric about some of the concepts, and it was very very self-referential,
very literal,
talking about, oh, here's this gay guy, and he lives with
and he's living with a robot and a ninja, and they're wacky, and they have funny adventures.
Yes, something along those lines. I think I remember once watching the Musecast, Eric's Musecast, and he was first talking about the early things, and he like opened it by singing that.
Oh, really?
And then he was like, and that's a theme song for the show I'm going to do. Hopefully they'll sound better than that. And then we were tossing around ideas, and we looked at a bunch of other samples from 80s sitcoms.
Because we knew that because the show had this kind of roommate sitcom feel, like Perfect Strangers or Three's Company or something, we thought maybe we should also emulate that style of sitcom and those theme songs.
The cool thing that I sort of noticed from that is that none of those theme songs really, and even some of the early 90s stuff, mid-90s stuff, they never really, if they were lyrics, they never talked about the content of the show. It was more, they sang about vague themes of friendship or togetherness or family and that kind of stuff. And so I thought, wouldn't that be kind of fun if we, made it a throwback to those, that authentic style of those sitcoms that made them that kind of unique voice that they had. And so that's when I got to work on making this kind of generic song about friendship and being there for each other. And I think that
it's so great.
Being vague enough and then juxtaposing that with the silly situation of a robot and a ninja and a gay guy all living together, I think, complement each other pretty well.
I guess then the other question is, what would you like, what are you excited about for a second season of Robot Ninja and Gay Guy?
Just in general, I think just exploring more story possibilities. I think one of the biggest things the fans have touched on that I think you guys have intentionally left out, the secret is sort of robots' origins. Mm-hmm. Just more sort of fun hijinks the group can get into, but also kind of grow as a trio, I suppose, and for my own self-indulgent reasons, maybe finding like more inner mystical things that Ninja can do, or things he's aware of. Part of this mystical kind of timeless aspect of him that's still very intentionally left very vague. Maybe pushing that further and seeing where that leads.
And I think there's something else that we maybe can tease here for the first time, and that would be, I'm talking the musical episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've talked a little bit more, you and I, about integrating more musical styles into the show, and with my enthusiasm for where the show can go and how musically it can complement that. There might be some for you fans out there, some more musical treats for you to enjoy.
Well, thank you very much, Brian, and thank you all, as always, for supporting our show. We only do this for you guys, and it's your passion and excitement that drive us, and so we really appreciate this. Please share this this video with your friends, share the donation page with your friends and family, and tell them why you're excited about Robot Ninja and Gay Guy, and why you want there to be a second season of Robot Ninja and Gay Guy, and why they should be excited too. And hopefully we will succeed in our fundraising drive and get there together.
Together.
Thanks so much. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.